Dear seeker, have you ever paused in the quiet of the night and felt that there is more within you than flesh, bones, and passing thoughts? Have you wondered why some wounds, no matter how deep, seem to vanish as if touched by an unseen hand, while others linger for years, leaving scars that medicine cannot reach? Behind these mysteries lies a hidden current, a secret channel of energy flowing silently within every human being, a channel that, when awakened, becomes the healer of the body, the purifier of the mind, and the liberator of the soul. The sages whisper that man is not merely a creature of earth, but a bridge between heaven and matter. In this bridge flows a divine river, subtle and luminous, carrying the light of God through every cell. Yet, because of restlessness, fear, and forgetfulness of our true nature, this sacred stream often lies dormant, unseen and unfelt. Life then becomes a struggle, health falters, peace escapes us, and the heart hungers without knowing why. Babaji, the deathless master who watches over seekers with boundless compassion, once revealed, the body is a temple of currents. When the secret channel is awakened, the divine himself begins to heal through you. This is the mystery we shall uncover today. What is this channel? Where does it lie hidden? How can it be awakened without danger, and how does it wash away pain that no medicine can touch? Come, dear soul, let us walk together into this inner sanctum. Open your heart, still your breath, and listen deeply. For what you are about to discover is not theory, but the eternal truth, the secret energy channel that heals you is already waiting within. Dear seeker, Babaji always reminds his disciples with words filled with quiet power. You are not just a body of matter, you are a vessel of currents, a moving river of divine force. Within you flows an invisible stream, more ancient than your breath and more radiant than the sun. This is the stream of prana, the life energy, the very breath of God circulating through your temple of flesh and spirit. Most people live unaware of this sacred current. They move through life as if cut off from their source, drawing only sips from a boundless ocean. They believe they are tired, diseased, or weak because their body betrays them, but the truth is different. The inner river is blocked, or asleep, hidden behind layers of restlessness, doubt, and worldly noise. But Babaji, the immortal master, teaches, when the current is felt, you will know that no illness, no sorrow, no fear can remain. For this inner stream is not ordinary energy, it is the pure nectar of spirit. It is the power that animates the stars, sustains the breath of the cosmos, and silently keeps your heart beating even as you sleep. Imagine, dear soul, a mountain spring flowing beneath the ground, unseen yet nourishing all that grows above it. So too is this current within you. The secret is not to create it, for it already exists, but to remove the stones of distraction and ignorance that keep it hidden. When even a drop of this stream touches your awareness, peace blossoms. When its flow becomes steady, healing pours into every cell, and the seeker realizes that life itself is not a burden but a divine song moving through them. Dear seeker, many ask, where does this sacred stream of healing truly flow? If it is so real, why can I not see it? Babaji, in his gentle wisdom, would answer, look not with the outer eyes, but with the inner sight. The path of light lies along the spine, the axis of your being, the pillar where heaven and earth meet. This hidden channel, known to yogis as the Sushumna Nadi, is the central pathway of life force within you. On either side run the two currents of duality, the Idea and the Pingala, weaving the dance of breath, thought, and worldly experience. But in the center lies the Sushumna, quiet, subtle, and still, waiting to be awakened. Imagine the spine not just as bone and marrow, but as a luminous staff of light. At its base rests a reservoir of dormant power, and at its crown shines the thousand-petaled lotus of divine union. Between them stretches the secret channel, like a riverbed waiting for the waters of spirit to flow. Babaji always guided his disciples with reverence. When the current rises through the Sushumna, it washes the seeker clean of fear, karma, and disease. For it is through this channel that the soul remembers its oneness with the eternal. This is why the masters have always emphasized the spine in meditation. The spine is not only the support of the body, it is the throne of God within man. When energy begins to ascend this inner path, balance returns, clarity shines, and even the wounds of lifetimes dissolve. So, dear soul, the channel lies not in the sky nor in the distant stars, but within your very being, a radiant bridge between your earthly self and your eternal spirit. Dear seeker, the question arises, if this divine channel already exists within me, how do I open it? How do I allow the river of healing to flow? Babaji, with infinite compassion, would say, the key is not in force, but in harmony. Not in ambition, but in surrender. The first key Babaji gave his disciples is the sacred science of breath. For breath is the bridge between the body and the spirit. Through pranayam, the seeker learns to guide the winds of life gently into balance. As the breath calms, the restless waves of the mind soften, and the hidden channel begins to stir. But Babaji warns, breath without devotion is like a lamp without flame. Thus, the second key is purity of heart. When the seeker carries heavy stones of anger, selfishness, or pride, the current cannot flow freely. But when love for God fills the heart, when service and kindness shine in daily life, the inner pathway clears itself. The energy then rises like a golden flame through the spine, uniting earth with heaven inside your very being. The third key is devotion and surrender. Babaji would often remind, it is not by your effort alone, but by the grace of the Eternal, that the channel is opened. When the seeker bows with humility, prays with sincerity, and meditates with faith, the divine responds. The channel then blossoms like a hidden flower that had been waiting for the touch of sunlight. So, dear soul, unlocking this sacred channel is not a sudden act, but a gentle unfolding, breath disciplined, heart purified, spirit surrendered. In this way, the doors open, and the secret energy begins its upward journey of healing and light. Dear seeker, you may now wonder, when this sacred channel awakens, how does the healing actually take place? What changes within me? Babaji, the deathless master, gently explained, when the current flows through the Sushumna, the body, mind, and soul bathe in the light of spirit. Healing is not done, it happens. When prana, the life force, rises through the central channel, it brings balance to the physical body. The scattered energies of stress, exhaustion, and imbalance are drawn back into harmony. The organs receive fresh vitality, the nerves calm, and the cells awaken to their natural intelligence. Many ailments begin to lose their grip, for disease is often born from disharmony in the flow of energy. But Babaji always taught that true healing goes deeper than the flesh. As the current moves upward, it purifies the hidden impressions, the sanskars, carried from lifetimes. Old fears, subconscious wounds, and karmic patterns begin to dissolve like mist before the rising sun. The seeker feels lighter, as though unseen burdens have been lifted from the heart. This healing is not only freedom from pain, but also the birth of new strength. Peace begins to radiate from within, joy arises without cause, and a gentle clarity pervades the mind. Babaji would say, the current does not only heal you, it transforms you into a channel of healing for others. Thus, dear soul, healing through this channel is not a miracle reserved for a few, it is the natural state of every being, once the river of spirit is allowed to flow. When it moves through you, you are not only restored, you are reborn into wholeness. Dear seeker, many ask with sincerity, how can I feel this secret channel? How do I know if the current is flowing? Babaji's answer was ever simple, yet profound, enter silence. Let the breath be your prayer, and meditation your doorway. In stillness, the river reveals itself. Silence is not just the absence of words, it is the gentle quieting of the restless mind. When you sit in stillness, the waves of thought that usually scatter your awareness begin to settle. Like a lake becoming calm after the wind has ceased, the inner channel becomes visible to the soul's eye. In that quiet, the first signs may appear, a subtle warmth along the spine, a gentle lightness in the heart, or a soft pulse of energy rising within. Meditation is the sacred seat where this silence deepens. Babaji often guided, when the seeker withdraws breath and thought inward with devotion, the Sushumna begins to glow. Through focused meditation, the scattered rays of your life force are gathered and directed upward. Slowly, the hidden river awakens, flowing like golden nectar through the spine. This experience is not imagination, dear soul. It is the natural response of your inner temple to silence and devotion. As the current flows, the body feels lighter, burdens dissolve, and a peace not of this world spreads gently through your being. Joy arises without reason, as if the soul is remembering its eternal home. Thus, silence and meditation are not practices to be performed mechanically, but living gateways. In every quiet breath, you are knocking at the door of the divine. And when the door opens, the secret channel answers with light, with healing, with grace. Dear seeker, when the secret channel begins to awaken, a new question arises: how shall I walk this path? How do I keep the current flowing? Babaji, with infinite compassion, would remind, this path is not a race of ambition, but a journey of surrender. Walk gently, and let grace be your guide. The first step is patience. Just as a seed does not bloom into a tree in a single night, the awakening of the Sushumna unfolds slowly. Many seekers grow restless, wanting visions and powers. But Babaji cautioned, seek not power, seek purity. Power without purity blinds, purity without power heals. When the heart is steady and the practice consistent, the river of energy flows at its own divine pace. The second step is humility. The greatest mistake is to believe the current belongs to you. It is not your energy, dear soul, it is the divine flowing through you. When the seeker claims ownership, the channel narrows. When the seeker bows in gratitude, the channel widens, and grace moves freely. The third step is service. Babaji always encouraged his disciples, he who is healed must become a healing presence. When you share kindness, when you serve selflessly, when you lift another's burden, the current within you grows stronger. For the secret channel is not only for your healing, but to make you a vessel of God's compassion in the world. So walk with patience, with humility, with service. Let your life itself become a meditation, your breath a prayer, and your actions a stream of light. Then, dear seeker, you will not only be healed, you will become a living channel of healing for all. Dear seeker, now you have walked with me through the hidden mystery of the secret energy channel. You have seen that it is not something to be searched for outside, nor a treasure to be found in distant places. It is already alive within you, waiting patiently for your attention, your devotion, your love. Babaji once said with great tenderness, the divine does not withhold healing from you. It waits only for you to remember that you are his child, his temple, his channel of light. When you remember this truth, when you breathe in silence, meditate with faith, and live with kindness, the inner river awakens. It washes away pain, dissolves fear, and brings you into the peace that the world cannot give. So, dear soul, walk gently with this knowledge. Practice daily, but without tension. Offer your heart to the infinite in prayer, and let your breath carry you into stillness. Trust that Babaji's grace is always near, guiding you, protecting you, and lifting you when you stumble. Healing will come not as a sudden miracle, but as a steady dawn rising in your life. If this message touched your heart, I invite you to share your reflections in the comments below. What did you feel when you heard about this sacred channel? Have you experienced moments of inner peace or healing through meditation? Let us build a circle of seekers, learning from one another, and walking hand in hand on this path of light. And if you wish to receive more such guidance, remember to like this video, subscribe, and keep this channel close, for together we are seekers under Babaji's grace. Until we meet again, may peace, healing, and divine strength flow through you always. Jai Gurudev.